Chapter 15, The Stake. At 6, I sat on a stake. Our neighbor Markovna had a swing in her yard. There were almost no other entertainments, and her garden seemed to us like an amusement park. Usually she let us swing. That day, no. I was not so much upset as confused. Yesterday it was allowed, today it's not. Why? If you can't go through the gate, then you can go over the fence. That was my child logic. The neighbor boy and I climbed over. I went first because I was always brave and went first. He boosted me and gave a little push, and I sat down on a rusty iron stake right in my groin. I climbed off the other side carefully, without screaming, without understanding how bad it was. I just saw the blood. I walked home in terror, not from the pain, from something else. My legs like cotton, my hands ice cold, from the knowledge that if you come home with pain, you might also get punishment. That had happened before. When you are hurt, and at home they turn it into your fault, the body very quickly learns to hide the wound before asking for help. So I lied saying a neighbor had thrown a stone at me. For that, I immediately got hit on the bottom, hard, on the very place where blood was already flowing. My grandmother dragged me inside, threw me on the couch, spread my legs, got to look at what was there. The fence was rusty. The wound was jagged. They took me to the hospital. The first one refused us at the second. I only remember the anesthesia and the words, "Everything will be fine." And for the first time through all of this, the fear let go. Not because it stopped hurting, but because there were finally adults nearby for whom pain did not mean guilt. It wasn't the first time I'd been in the hospital. Before that, I had almost died from some illness. They gave me a special IV and said I would either survive or not. I survived. By the age of 9, I'd been in hospitals several times, always alone. My grandmother brought food. Staying with children in the hospital was not customary then. My mother was in prison. I was getting used to one and the same thing. When things are bad, no one is there. This was not perceived as tragedy. It was perceived as normal. I would repeat this many times later and mistake it for strength.